And we are back at the press conference here with Dustin Keegan, the lead designer last year for the Portland Open and the co-designer this year. Dustin, let's jump right into this beautiful background. What can we expect out of the 18 holes here at Glendoveer? Brand new course.
Great question. So, to me, this is a dream venue for disc golf, and I feel like with Jeff Spring and the whole DGPT staff, we were able to build a course that tests every aspect of your game. It's not a dominant righty course or a lefty course or a backhand course or a sidearm course or a roller course. Like last year, it was a lot of rollers. We've gotten rid of a few of those, have more scoring. And so I think we're really going to get all our players playing at their best here, and we can expect a really exciting battle because it's just that much fun to play. You're out there, you're standing on every hole, and you're like, this looks amazing. Like, this is going to be so much fun to play, which is going to produce everyone's best skills and hopefully a really exciting finish.
So a variety of shots, caters to all aspect of the games. No real strength in distance shots. What's it going to take out here this weekend, in your opinion, to take down the podium win?
Yeah, well, we are playing an 11,700-foot course, so distance does help, but it's not everything, which, unlike last year, it was like you see the final card and some of the most elite distance players in our game get up there. So I think anybody has a chance to score in the range of 8 to 12 under, like really good rounds. You have to earn every birdie. There's more twos on this course, so our par threes are more scoreable. Some of the par fours and par fives, I think, are a little more fair. And there's decision making. There's eagles in play, which is exciting. I don't think there was a single eagle last year on our course, so it's nice to have a par four that you can reach for a two, which is super cool. Having some par fives where it takes decision making off the tee if you want to go for the eagle or play for the birdie. And so I think players will be shooting in the 8 to 12 range for the people that are going to take down the title.
And that was actually one of my next questions, so thanks for giving us kind of a number from the design team. That's pretty cool. Switching it over, not a lot of the viewers know that you've been with the Disc Golf Pro Tour since the inaugural year in 2016. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us, just from your heart and your observations and experiences, a little bit of the differences from 2016 on tour until now at an Elite Series event?
Yeah. Well, 2016 was incredible. We were the pioneers of the Pro Tour, driving the RV, pulling around the whole festival. There weren't cameras. I wasn't doing interviews, press conferences. So just to see where we've gone in 5-6 years is mind-blowing, in my opinion, as a disc golfer. I've been in the game for almost 20 years now. So it's really cool to see where disc golf is going. And I think the most important part for me is seeing disc golf being played on venues like Glendoveer. Like 5-6 years ago, we would have never gotten on this property. And now disc golf is big enough. We can bring out thousands of people to watch, and we're getting awesome numbers as far as people watching online. So it's just really cool to see the growth of disc golf and the Pro Tour itself producing a professional product for the world to see. And it's something I take a lot of pride in, seeing the Pro Tour continue to succeed.
And just one last question, because we heard you touch on the future of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Do you feel that the relationship between DGPT and this venue right here, we could expect to see it in the future, and what the growth of that might look like?
Yes, absolutely. So Glendoveer is amazing, and I know as a team, the Portland Open team, we played last year on the west side. This year we're on the east side. I know my personal goal is to see both courses playing, one tournament, one venue, two courses. It's like a dream that could potentially lead to a world's bid, bringing back the World Championships to Portland, Oregon. Like, everybody remembers the 2014 Worlds as one of the best battles ever. So let's bring it back. We want big events in the Northwest. It's disc golf mecca. The people, the courses, just the environment of disc golf here in the Northwest is special. So it's really means a lot to me as someone from Oregon to see the best players out here enjoying their time, loving the course, loving the venue, and just wanting to bring their best game for the fans at home.
Hey, Dustin, Grant Zellner, PDGA. I want to take you inside the ropes now for a minute as a player.
Absolutely.
So far, just one top 20 on tour this year, but now you're back in your home land, right? How does that help you mentally?
It helps a lot. We've been doing a lot this year. I teach with UPlay at every event. We've been traveling, doing educational conferences. We released our teaching guide finally. So like a lot of the things we've been working on throughout the first half of the season have kind of been checked off the list. So now I can kind of focus a little bit more as being a player and not just like doing it everything. So I've been sacrificing a little bit in a lot of aspects of my game instead of sacrificing 100% on one to focus on the other and trying to do it all. And now I feel a little more comfort, like a lot of the season rush and just nonstop is kind of calming down. So it's allowing me as a player to feel more comfortable. I know this course like the back of my hand, this property. I've spent hours and hours out here. So to be back in Oregon feels great. I have tons of friends and family out here just supporting me. It's just only going to make me play better.
Talk a little bit more about being in on the design process of a course, but then having to go out as a player and play against this field. Does the confidence come from just feeling like you have some knowledge? Does it come from having some secrets in your back pocket about how you want to play different holes? Is the advantage maybe not as much as some people might think just because you design the hole on paper? Talk a little bit about that dynamic.
Yeah, great question. I don't think it's as much of an advantage as some people think, but just being comfortable on any course is a great advantage. Like, I play Blue Lake all the time in the off season. I'll drive 2 hours up here to practice. This is one of the best tour courses you can practice, and so I'm very familiar with Blue Lake, and that's something the other players don't have. Like, I have thousands of rounds out there where they only have a few, so there's little things that help being a local and someone who is just invested. Like, I don't have to go to a course and be like, oh, I only have 2 or 3 practice rounds on ever. Like, I've spent hours and hours out here. I could describe every leaf on every tree, I feel like. So I'm super comfortable here at Glendoveer, super comfortable in Oregon. It brings my best game out. But when you stand there, it's like you're just back like every other touring pro. And I know I'm good enough to compete with the best. So it's just having the confidence, watching yourself throw the best shots, and then just trying to put it all together on game day.
As a designer, do you have a favorite hole? And as a player, do you have a favorite hole? And are we talking about the same hole?
Oh, that's a great question. Design-wise, I think one of the best holes on the property is hole 15. It's a short par 3. It feels like a disc golf course. And to get that 100% vibe of like, oh, I'm in the woods, I'm playing a classic par 3 wooded hole on a golf course, I don't feel like I've ever seen that before. So to have that is such a good feeling. And as a player, when you step up to a hole like hole 5 and you get to full send one 800 feet down a hill, staring at Mount St. Helens in the background, like, what more do you want? Hole 11 might be my favorite hole, just as the play of the hole. Every shot you throw is super fun. So I'm just really excited to see the whole course as a whole and dial it in.
Hello, Dustin.
Hey, Brian.
I got one last question for you here. I like talking about the course design because you are very invested in this property. One of the challenges of working on a golf course is the fact that you don't just get to go through the woods and chop down whatever trees you want. You have to work with what's presented for you. Talk about the challenges of designing a quote unquote wooded style hole on a property you can't do anything to?
Yeah, that's hard. It's very hard, as you could tell from last year. We had a lot of open holes, bombers, rollers. You can't really do that anywhere that doesn't allow, like that's why Glendoveer is special. We saw this east side and we're like, we can actually be in the middle of these golf holes and have completely manicured grass, manicured dirt. Like, there's no shrubs. You don't have to pull anything. It's already done. You just have to find the lines, spend the time to walk the property, figure out the flow. So I think it's venue based. Like, I haven't seen too many venues that we've been given like blessings to go play disc golf at that allow that to coexist, a wooded course on a golf venue. That's why we want this to be one that stays around for a long time.
Kind of a dream come true, huh? Well, good luck this week, and good luck in all your different roles this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.